Welcome to our third attempt at defeating Aksha the Vampire Lady. I am resuming from the autosave. I'm going to try this one more time without loading a previous save and doing a long rest and preparing spells specifically for this fight. Yeah. So Edmund is up first. Unfortunately, I think the key to winning this fight is casting a silence spell. This is what I've determined. And making sure that Aksha is within that silence spell, but unfortunately Ruad is the one that casts the silence spell, and he's quite a ways down in the initiative order. So yeah. So last time, on my second attempt, I tried to bunch everybody up in the corner here, and that didn't really work that well. So this time, I'm thinking we need to get... Lisa is still encumbered there, too. I honestly don't know what to do here. I mean, if you can't get the silence spell, it's game over. You might as well reload and start again until you get the silence spell in effect. Because Aksha casts this veil of darkness that pretty much shuts down my entire party. Alright, I'm gonna have Edmund dash right up into her face to hopefully keep her there. And that's all he can do. Legendary action. Aksha is trying to cast a slow spell. I'm gonna let this go. Because I don't think anybody else needs to move right just now. Aksha casts slow. Everybody saves except Elisa. Alright, that's okay, that's fine. So Gilda is going to cast a hideous laughter on Aksha to use up one of her legendary resistances. She can't do it because targets must be humanoid. What? Didn't I do that before, though? I swear I cast... Wait, that's not right. I definitely cast that on my second attempt at this fight. Why is it saying I can't do it now? Okay, maybe I just need to move closer. Maybe it's just out of range and the message is wrong. Alright, I'm gonna move a bit closer. Now we're gonna try it. Hideous laughter. Range of 6. There we go, now we can cast it. It didn't... I must have misread the message, because it was telling me I couldn't cast it before, and I thought it was telling me that I couldn't cast it because the target had to be humanoid. But it was actually telling me that I couldn't cast it because it was out of range, but I must have misread it or something. Anyway, casting. She's gonna do a legendary resistance, of course. She fails her save. Oh, she had disadvantage on the save for some reason. Why was that? Anyway, she used a legendary resistance. That's what we wanted to do. Aksha casts legendary action. Bites at Edmund, hits for 13 necrotic. So that's kind of what we want. We want Edmund to sort of tank that vampire here. Elisa can't really do a lot. she can attack with a +1 arrow. She's gonna shoot at Aksha. Sure, why not? That's a hit for 9 points of piercing damage. Oh, that was actually a sneak attack, I think. Yeah, so that was a total of 18 points of damage. Nice, that was a good hit. Oh, because the +1 arrows. Oh, so they're magic arrows, so they do full damage. So it's only non-magic weapons that get... I get it. It's not that she's resistant to slashing and piercing. It's because Edmund's weapons are non-magical. That's why they're doing half damage. I understand now. Legendary action. Tries a bite on Edmund again, but misses. Elisa saves against the slow spell, so she's no longer saved. Alright, an unknown creature is moving up against Edmund. Ruad is up now. This is it. This is for all the marbles. Okay, we gotta switch to a crossbow, so we have a free hand. Casting Silence, an area of effect spell. This is it. This is it. This is for all the marbles. I'm gonna cast Silence right around Edmund. Yes! 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 This could be the difference between victory and defeat. So Aksha is silenced. Unknown creature is silenced. Not that they need... I mean, that doesn't really mean anything for that one. And I feel like we want to move right up to the edge of this area, too. So the vampire is obviously going to move out of this area of silence, I would think. I mean, that's what I would do if I was if I was them. I would just move out of that area, and that would be that. But at least it shuts them down for a turn. And now we, yeah, now what do we do? If there was only a way I could cast Hold Person on them now. Boy, that would be awesome. But I can't. There's just no way. Alright, Edmund, Ruad's gonna move into the corner, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. A brood of blood is moving up the stairs. Oh, what happened? Aksha is silenced. Swings and attacks at Edmund. Oh, Aksha sustained 10 radiant damage for some reason. Why was that? Was it the torch? That's weird. Very weird. Okay, whatever. Edmund is up. He's gonna hit... He's gotta hit this vampire lady as best he can. 4 points of slashing damage. 5 points of slashing damage, even from a critical hit. And that's it. That's all he's gonna do. Legendary action from Aksha. What did she do? She attacked her own... She activated Blood Fealty. And she regained 10 hit points by sustaining 10 hit... She did 10 necrotic damage to her own pal over there and regained 10 hit points. Okay. Well, that's something at least. Okay, so... Gilda is gonna pour some damage on this vampire while she's standing there. If she's not moving, we're just gonna pour damage on her. Why does she have half cover? She has half cover for some reason, because Edmund's standing in the way. Can we move over and get a better vantage? Maybe? Oh, no, we can't move there because we're silenced. What if we move back over here? Nah, she's got partial cover. Alright, whatever, let's fire. Firebolt. Hits for a whopping 2 points of fire damage. Actually, it missed, but it still did 2 points anyway. Legendary action coming up. Bite attack with disadvantage for some reason. Why does she have disadvantage? I'm very confused about that. I'm not going to complain about it, but is it the silence spell that gives her disadvantage? That's pretty awesome. Elisa is going to attack again with her short bow +1. This is her last +1 arrow, unfortunately. That's a hit for sure. 20 total damage. Oh man, if I only had more +1 arrows. Oh no, now I'm out. So that was a sneak attack. Oh my god. This is actually looking like victory is possible. Aksha swings another bite at disadvantage and misses. The unknown creature attacks Edmund with claws at disadvantage and misses, and then runs away. Ruad is up. He's concentrating on silence. Okay, so I can't cast Scorching Ray. He is concentrating on that, right? So I can't do any concentration spells. All of these are concentration. Inflict wounds, burning hands, fairy fire's concentration, bless is concentration, resistance concentration, light, guidance. All of these are concentration. So he can't do anything except fire a crossbow bolt. He's just got to maintain that. If I could... No, I can't get close enough to do... Yeah, it's crossbow. That's all he can do. That's literally the only thing he can do. He's going to fire a crossbow at Aksha. It's going to do half damage. And he missed anyway, so... Good job, Ruad. Keep concentrating on that silence. That's all you can do. A Brood of Blood runs up to Edmund, swings at disadvantage, and misses. Aksha swings at Edmund with a dagger, misses. Aksha bites at Edmund, misses, also takes 10 radiant damage from the fire? Weirdly. I don't know why she's taking 10 radiant damage, but she did. I am not going to complain. Edmund can't do anything except swing at Aksha. First attack hits, but only 3 damage. Second attack, if I can click on her, hits, but again only does 3 damage. Man, I feel like doing an action surge. I'm going to do an action surge. 2 more attacks coming up from Edmund. First one misses. Second attack hits, but only does 3 damage. Well, it's a little bit more. It's a little better. What's our hit points like? We don't have to do a second wind or anything. That's it for Edmund. Legendary action from Aksha. She does Blood Fealty again and restores 10 hit points to herself. And that's all she does. Wow. I mean, we're actually doing well. I don't want to jinx myself, but we're actually doing pretty well. I am going to keep pouring damage on Aksha. I mean, what else can I do? Gilda fires a firebolt at Aksha, who still has partial cover, unfortunately. That's a hit for 10 points of fire damage, and that negates the healing that she did just now, so that's good. I don't really understand why she's not smart enough to just run outside of that darkness area. All she has to do is run outside here and attack Elisa or Gilda. I mean, that's all she has to do, and she would win this fight easily. Legendary action. Bite attack against Edmund. This time hits for 4 necrotic damage. That's it. That's all she's doing. She's just standing there right in that silence. Alright, Elisa has no more... She can, I think she's gonna apply some poison to her arrows here. Wait, no, to the bow. Oh wait, her short bow is +1. It's not the arrows that are +1, it's her short bow that's +1. Oh yes. So she is going to... Oh, damn it, she used up... Ugh! What was I thinking? I used up my action to put that poison on there. So we gotta make it through another round. Elisa is the only one that can do damage to this vampire right now. Vampire does legendary action at disadvantage, bites at Edmund but misses. Unknown creature runs up, claws at Edmund, but misses. Misses a second time with a bite, and then runs away. Alright, Ruad... needs some more ammo. For some reason, Ruad only has 1 crossbow bolt in his inventory. But, I mean, that's good enough for 1 attack against the vampire lady. That's a miss. Ruad's not doing anything except concentrating on this silence spell. But that is doing a lot in this fight. That is pretty much the difference between victory and defeat. Brood of Blood runs up, swings at Edmund at disadvantage, and misses, and then runs away again. Aksha takes another 10 points of radiant damage from some source I don't understand. Possibly this torch that Edmund is carrying. Tries a dagger attack and a bite attack at Edmund, misses both times. Edmund is now up. He's going to attack. Hits for 5 points of slashing damage. Aksha is looking really hurt. Edmund swings a second time, hits for another 4 points of damage, but it's not enough. Aksha's not quite dead. Oh, if only I had my action surge, but I don't. Aksha does a legendary action. Blood Fealty regains 10 hit points. Alright. Gilda is going to do a firebolt on Aksha. Hits for 12 points and kills Aksha the vampire lady. Yes. Yes, the vampire is down. Repeat, the vampire is down. On our 3rd attempt at this fight. Okay, now, I mean, I feel like it's all downhill from here. Okay, so how do we get them into light? They're just constantly in darkness, so it's always... every attack is at disadvantage, apparently. It's a hit anyway. 8 points of piercing damage, but they save against the poison. It's not a sneak attack because they're not engaged with anyone. That's it. Swings again. The unknown creature swings twice at Edmund, misses both times, and then disengages and runs away. So I'm tempted to drop the silence. And cast Bless. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Yeah, we're dropping silence. We don't need silence anymore because the vampire's down. I'm gonna cast Bless at first level on Edmund, Elisa, and Gilda. And that's it. Alright, Brood of Blood swings. Still at disadvantage. I'm not sure why. Is it the torch? Is the torch what's helping me here? Edmund is up. He's gonna run up and swing at the unknown creature. One hit, 17 slashing damage, 19 is a critical hit, so 17 slashing damage from one attack. Swings a second time. Critical hit, 20, 17 more slashing damage. The unknown creature is dead. And that's it. Gilda is gonna move up, I think. And cast a firebolt on the Brood of Blood. Hits for 9, no, actually misses, but still does 9 points of fire damage. Elise, whose name I keep changing constantly. I think she started out as Eliza, but now she's Elise. Elisa is just gonna attack. Oh, she should get sneak attack now because she's this Brood of Blood is engaged with Edmund, right? That's a 10. That hits. 20 total piercing damage, but they saved against the poison. Ruad is up. He's concentrating on Bless. Can we get up there close enough to do anything else? Literally anything? No, not really. Let's just move up next to Edmund and cast a Cure Wounds. I mean, no, I don't need to waste that. Can I cast... Ah, I can do a Burning Hands and hit this Brood of Blood without hitting Edmund. They succeeded on their saving throw, so they only took 5 fire damage. That's good enough. The Brood of Blood takes 10 radiant damage from the torch and then moves away. Come back here, you undead creature. Edmund's gonna run up and chase. Attack. First attack. Critical hit. Natural 20 for 12 slashing damage. Second attack. Hits again for another 6 points of slashing damage. You can't get away from us. Gilda is going to cast a firebolt, but for some reason she can't. She can't see the creature. Let's pursue. Casting firebolt. It's got partial cover though. Firebolt hits for 5 Firebolt hits for 8 points of fire damage. The Brood of Blood is very hurt. It's not gonna last much longer. Can Elise hit from here? She's gonna fire. It's got partial cover. That's gonna be a hit. 10 points of piercing damage. But again, it succeeds on its Constitution save, so it doesn't get poisoned. It's got like 1 hit point left. Ruad, can you run close and just hit it with your mace? Ruad's gonna run right up to it, attack with his mace, and misses! A natural 1! Ruad, trying to end the fight, fails miserably. But it doesn't matter because the Brood of Blood took 10 radiant damage from the torch, maybe? And dropped dead, and the fight is over. We are victorious against Aksha the Vampire, against all odds. And I didn't have to reload and go back and do a full rest and change my spells. I just proceeded from the autosave and somehow got through it. So, for sure, the main difference in winning that fight was the silence spell. That just completely wrecked Aksha's capabilities. Also, the other key difference in that fight was that Aksha just stood there in the silence spell and didn't move. So apparently the silence spell is just an amazing spell. And I'm not sure why... I'm not at all certain why silence creates a sphere, stops thunder damage, and prevents spell casting with verbal components. But it doesn't say anything about doing disadvantage. Why would... I think the other key thing is that Edmund was holding a torch out. I think... this is the only explanation I can think of, is that having the torch out and the fire and the light caused everything, all of the attacks against him to have disadvantage. And the torch also did that extra 10 radiant damage. Or maybe, possibly, maybe Edmund's crown did that. I don't know. I have no idea, but in any case, on the third time was the charm, and it turned out to be a relatively easy fight on the third try, once you get that silence spell up. Alright, hey, that looks like a gemstone pendant, a valuable item that you can sell. Also, more crafting stuff that we can't do anything with. Let's give the crafting stuff to Gilda. Edmund will take the gemstone, if you please. There's a door. Anything else in here? There's a bed. Can we do a long rest here? Nope. It's a loot container, which contains a primed chain shirt and an emerald. Elisa will take the emerald. I guess we'll take the primed chain shirt. Somebody can make a chainmail maybe now. Can anybody make... We can make leather armor. We don't have any skills for making chain shirts, although we just picked up a couple of books. What books did we get? We got a Doomblade Rapier. Crafting recipe. And a Doomblade Greatsword. I don't think we can make either one of those. As usual, we have one component for many things, but we don't have two components for anything. We could make a Doomblade Rapier if we had a primed rapier, but we don't have one. There's a lot of these that I would love to make. I mean, I'd love to have a Doomblade Rapier for Elisa. Love to have a magic short sword for Edmund, but can't make it. Wait, the quest here still says locate the Master. Search the lair and see if the Master is here. I thought Aksha the Vampire Lady was the Master. She was not the Master. There is more. There's another room to go through. Let's do a short rest before we go any further. Let's see. Let's roll. Let's give a hit die for Edmund. Let's get a hit die for Elisa. And that's all we can do. Let's save the game. After Aksha. Actually, you can see here that I actually went back and I loaded the previous game before I started the fight, and then I went back and did a long rest and shuffled around my spells, and I was going to start from there. If I was going to do one more attempt from my autosave, and if that failed, then I was going to go back and load from the time when I did a long rest and stuff. But I didn't end up doing that, so I did not need to go back and do a long rest. So I successfully avoided save scumming. Okay, I guess we're just going to open this door. Surely there's no fighting remaining. It's just picking up a gem at this point.
That looks like a minor gate.
Where do you suppose it goes?
To the Master's floor, hopefully.
Or into the heart of a volcano, or somewhere equally unpleasant.
So, are we going?
Why don't you go first? If it's somewhere nice, you can come back and tell us.
Haha. Edmund's hilarious. I feel like we should have some light. Did I not already cast light? Somebody should have light. Well, it looks like we're just going. And then we'll see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't launch us immediately into another battle.
Oh, teleporting feels weird.
I wonder what this Mardrach is like.
If he fought at the Rift, imagine what stories he can tell.
Dropping in unannounced on a paranoid recluse with untold magical powers. What could possibly go wrong?
I would say everything could go wrong. Is this another whole area that we have to go through? Looks like it is. It's a whole new area. Find a way out of the maze is our next objective.